What's happening? Season 2 is Contrast Uncut. Bobby D presents episode 11. Man, I got a very special guest. I'm talking about Grammy-nominated, an incredible singer, songwriter, artist. I mean, he's been a part of my favorite records. From the dedication to I like that Bout It a lot, bro, what you did with Kaz, bro.
Kaz, yeah.
Bro, I mean, to what you did on Revenge of the Summer 3. I mean, bro, you've been working. Right. And you got the new album out right now, the new Normal.
Yeah.
I'm slapping that heavy. Energy is my shit. Like, especially
bro, appreciate
right now. With everything going on, I got none other than Garren, man. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, bro. How you doing? Thank you for having me, man.
Shit, bro, it's a blessing, man. You know, through everything that's going on, bro. I appreciate having you, bro. It's crazy stuff going on. You hear me?
Man, for real. You can hear this helicopter flying over my crib right now. It's crazy stuff, but everything feel like it means something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just a time where you're starting to be more aware of everything. You paying attention. You more locked in on what's going on because now you strip to like the small things with all this, coronavirus. Is just like now you barely can go outside. You know, I'd be excited to come outside and get a breath of fresh air. I used to take that for granted. So, you know what I mean? Especially with this music, you gotta just keep it all together, keep trying to work, keep trying to grind through all these, difficult times.
Bro, I saw your post you put the other day on Twitter. You was like, I went outside and, I was excited because I saw the trees.
Yeah, I was, man.
Rolling. It did.
Yeah, I was.
Because, like, bro, we undervalue certain things that we see daily. And then once you take it away and knowing we free, it's like, what the hell going on?
Exactly. I can't imagine what the weekend after the quarantine is up gonna be like. Right. People gonna be going wild. People gonna be passed out on Hollywood Boulevard. Facts.
So, bro, I start every episode with a quote, bro. You feel me? It's my icebreaker. So, weigh in how you feel. If it relates to you, if it don't, still speak on it. That's the whole idea.
Yeah, gotcha.
Not one person can make or break what I'm doing except me or God. Nipsey Hussle.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. I feel exactly the same way. I mean, I fear God in a very supernatural way. So I know that everything that I'm doing in life is because he allowed me to. Everything that I've done, everything I'm going to do is just under his discretion. So,
amen.
You know what I mean? I don't look at the natural realm of like how I'm gonna get where I'm gonna get, you know what I mean? Like even the Dreamville sessions, like I wasn't initially invited. When I found out they was doing the sessions, I said I'm gonna get to them sessions. So I hit up my peoples who were in Dreamville and I got them to give me an invite. I paid for half of my plane ticket, my homeboy Reddy. Shout out to Born Ready. He paid for my other half. Like, yo, my nigga, if you get over there to the if you get half, I'll get you half. I'll put half on your flight. If you know what I mean, I'll help you get over there. You know what I mean? So I got Grammy-nominated from just speaking that into existence, and that was just God once again showing himself that he's omnipotent. He can do whatever. He's everywhere. Like he hears the little things, he hears the big things. He only answers to what is for you. You know what I'm saying? He only give you what's for you. So he obviously allowed me to, be a part of that and be 2-time Grammy nominated because of that. First time I was nominated was Nipsey, and now, J. Cole. So that was awesome. And that was because of Kaz. And shout out to Mees. Who's Kaz's main producer. And he produced in Dreamville a lot. But yeah, like that was all of them. They worked their magic and they helped me get out there, and it was just being a friend. They knew I wanted to just come out there and learn. I didn't really expect to get on it, but it was just random. I don't know if you got questions about the sessions, but I got like a cool story.
It's gonna get into my next segment, and my next segment is: did the game choose you, or did you choose the game? And it's the origin question because I want to know about the beginning, and I got questions about a lot, man. Because bro, you wiggle, bro, and you real humble, bro. You have a real testimony, and at the same time, bro, you're not the person to be boisterous about it. Like,
yeah, man, I don't know how. I don't.
It's humility, brother. You feel me? The hood does that to people.
yeah, the hood and the church. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, the hood kind of made me respectful. The hood made me respectful and know what's considered disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of levels of respect and disrespect depending on where you at. If you in the streets, it's a lot of things that will be disrespectful. That you could be in the building, you be on the phone with the president. It would not be disrespectful. So the hood taught me like the levels of respect and how to move and how to wiggle. You know what I mean? The humility comes all from God. That's a trait of him. That's like a trait that I will always carry with me. You know what I mean? And I ask God every time to keep me humble. You know what I'm saying? Because in the beginning, it started off in church. My mom, I don't like to use the word force because I don't like to make her seem like it was a bad thing, because it was like one of the best things that ever happened to me in my life. But she encouraged me and made me go to church. Whether I was encouraged to do it or not, I was going. So I was doing that like 3 times a week up until like 13 years old. All while in the summer, instead of letting us run buck wild on the streets, like 4 days a week, we was distracted from the streets with going to church to learn instruments, play instruments. We had like summer musical camps. You know what I'm saying? My church, my auntie. It wasn't even like no official sign up. It was like my auntie at the church, she teaching all y'all how to play music. And y'all ain't going outside today. Y'all going to church to go learn music. Like, hey mom, it's Saturday. Y'all gonna go learn music with your auntie. I'm like, all right, whatever. So that was up until like 12. Then I start getting paid to play drums, helping my mom, helping the household. Every Sunday playing drums around churches around the city. Sometimes going out of state to do it with like just like big choirs, mass choirs and stuff like that. But that, so you know, you going through all that at a young age, being sent to another church as a job to go play drums, all these huge like lessons I had to learn of being humble, getting there on time, you know, respecting the Lord's house, all these different things that kind of like shaped my mind frame in life in general, like of like treating people and having a certain love that God has for people, you know what I'm saying? So I care and I do my deeds for the people. Now, as far as the game choosing me, I wasn't, as far as I can remember, I was always doing music, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't have a choice to be like, oh mom, I really like music. Oh mom, like, what is auntie doing over there on the organ? Or what is my cousin Nick and Chris doing over there on the bass and the drums? Like, however far a human can remember his life. So for me, it's probably like 3. I was already playing the drums, beating on pots and pans, going home after church, getting the pots and pans, setting them up like drum sets, getting the cereal boxes that we ain't using no more, set them up like toms.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I was using my knee to hit the carpet floor, like boom, dang, boom, dang, hitting the pan. You know what I'm saying? I'm 3 years old doing it. My cousin Nick Smith, he's a super crazy drummer. He was like super famous for it. He was 10 months, 12 months. His parents remember him using fries as drumsticks. So you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by like, game be choosing you, bro. It don't be no choice. It's the gift of God that he just placed on you, and he gonna take you through this journey to rebuild. Yeah, 100%. I got my auntie Krista. Her name Auntie Krista. Everybody call her Auntie Krista. If you know 1500 or nothing, she all they aunties. If you on the West Coast, Auntie Krista, she like, she'll get you together. Like she'll have you in a whole program of learning how to play every instrument. She a woman. She could play the drums. Yeah, she a godmother to everybody. She an auntie to everybody. She a mama to everybody. Like she like a musical mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just was blessed enough to come up under her to be able to pick up the guitar while I'm in the studio and make a guitar loop, pick up the keys and play something real quick. And you know what I'm saying? So it was just different. I don't know. It was different versions of me just realizing like, okay, I'm doing music. You know, even when I played football in high school, I had football scholarships, all that. Going into college, I signed a football scholarship. Had to call my my recruiting coach and tell him, yo, honestly, I got offered a pub deal. They giving me bread, and I love my life, and I don't want to end up somewhere, you know what I mean, trying to use my body to sustain my family 20 years from now. Right. Trying to figure out how I'm going to stay in shape so I can sustain my family. Nah, I'm cool. I can sing music forever. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, man, I understand, bro. Go get your money. I was surprised he said that as a coach. I'm just like, dang, you care about football. I know how, like, if you really played sports and you really cared about it, and you see them coaches that's at that little inner city school yelling and giving their all and sweating, that's somebody who really care about football. So those coaches, you know, usually ain't the response. Usually it's on some like, all right, then, you know what I mean? I guess this field ain't made for people like you. You know what I mean? It's always that competitive response.
I believed in you.
Yeah, he like, man, the type of dude you are, bro, you got it anyway. I don't even know. I ain't heard one lick. I ain't even know you did music, but the type of dude you are, you telling me that Warner Brothers is at your door right now? I know it's for you. Like, go get your money. I'm like, dang.
So hold on, let me sum this up real fast. So at a young age, bro, you was already messing with the drum, and then you got a job at the church playing the drums. So you already
not at my church, but I was getting jobs all over the city, like, you know what I'm saying?
But you're getting paid to perform at a young age, so it's already instilled in you the values of a musician, and then you're getting all these other values instilled in you while you're going through this process, and then you
100%.
You know, everybody else, we like to play football, basketball, track, you feel me? That's the stuff to do while we in school. You took love to that, and then you still stuck to your goal, you know, your dreams of like, man, it's something else for me. I'm seeing something, but I'm not seeing these lights behind me. I'm seeing the lights in front of me.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's exactly what it was.
Coaches respected it. They believed in you. Recruiters believed in you that you could take it up to the next level, but here comes this publishing deal. Am I right on?
100% right. I signed a recruitment deal where it was a school called Trinity International University. It was like a D1 AA, or I don't know. It wasn't like a huge school. I had an offer from Northwestern, Trinity International, Chicago, Northern Illinois. I think Florida International University and
FIU.
Yeah, FAMU, FAMU or something like that. I don't remember. I had like 4 scholarships, right? I signed the one with Trinity because basically Trinity International University in Chicago, shout out to them. They probably only had like 5,000 students or something. Private school. They was literally gonna bulk me up. I played quarterback in high school, so he was like, yo, you're gonna come play here for a year. I'm gonna get you the 205s. And I literally I'm going to Northwestern next year. So Northwestern had already offered me, like they already had a slot waiting for me for the next year because he was in charge of it. The quarterback coach for Trinity National was getting hired at Northwestern the absolute next year. So he was already gonna be like, yo, this is the guy I want to come here. And so he like, I'm gonna get you 205 on this weight plan. He had me a job at the school, and I was getting this free scholarship. So I was gonna be making money. It was all relatively the same thing, but it wasn't because that side of life depended on me banging my body up to make money. You get me?
Yeah.
And that was the only difference because I feel like it was set up for me in Chicago. Like, dang, I can go to Chicago, have a job, make some money, freaking go to school for free, start, gain all the weight I need, take this year as like a kind of like a training year. Cause he's like, you pretty much gonna probably run through all the competition, but that's not the case, you know what I'm saying? Our league is just whatever, but you know, the first few games they schedule like bigger teams. He's just like, this is like a trial run. Like when you get to Northwestern, that's where it's really gonna be like, yo, like these stats will be erased. So all in all, to shorten it, that was my love, bro. I love football. If you go on YouTube, you can see my highlights from my junior and my senior year of high school. Like, and I'm out. You feel me? Lamar Jackson. I was like Lamar Jackson. Like, you feel me? Not even like on no BS. I'm dead serious. Like I was out there spinning on people and joking, making people fall, and like I'm not even tooting my horn. I just know now I could talk like this because now all you got is my highlights. So now, like,
yeah,
all you gotta go see is my highlight. Boom, like, oh dang, you really just. Yeah, I love football, man. I love football. I think about football every other day.
Episode 10,
I just know what I gotta do.
The episode before you, bro, I had DJ Reed from the San Francisco 49ers on here. And so we was really chopping it up. And like one thing he said is that you feel me, being a professional athlete, you have to keep your body right. Heart is one thing, but you gotta really get your body right. And as you saying it, bro, you're absolutely right, because you'd really have to sacrifice your body.
Yeah. Can you hear me still?
Oh yeah, it's love.
Oh yeah. But yeah, yeah, man, I'm cool, man. I love football to definitely, but I you know what I mean, I got priorities, and like, you know what I mean, I got family, I got people to feed.
Look what happened.
Right, it's happening.
The universe came back around. God blessed you again and said, "Here, let's run this."
That's true, man. Sometimes you get caught up so much in the now. It's two sides to it, you know. Like we should. I'm learning to try to like embrace now a lot more, because I'm always looking too ahead in the future. So sometimes I forget about like the certain important little moments of now. But the other side of it too, man. Sometimes we look at now too much that we can't
see the future.
See the future one and appreciate how far we've come from the past. You know what I'm saying? It's like finding that balance. Like sometimes I get too caught up in like, man, all right, I ain't win a Grammy though, or I don't really care about winning a Grammy. So that's a bad example, but like I ain't hit the Billboard charts yet. Something I care about. I ain't hit the charts yet. You know, I don't got the recognition I feel like I want, you know, for people to appreciate my music, because my music is only to serve and serve the souls of the world. Anyways, it's not even like I'm talking about all the change and my lifestyle. And I'm not even approaching it that way. I'm approaching it to give y'all healing, get the people, you know, be a vessel into the people. But, you know, sometimes I get caught up in like all the, what it looked like. And it just be like blocking me from realizing how far I come sometimes. Like, dang, like you just gave me one of the moments as to why I'm saying this, because you like, now look at the universe, and I'm just thinking like, you know, just real quickly, like that fast, I'm already like, dang, you right, you know what I'm saying? Like 8 years ago, I was packing up to go to Chicago. You know, now I'm 2-time Grammy-nominated. You know what I mean? I'm songs with J. Cole, Nipsey, and Kendrick Lamar. It's big. It's big. It's big, for real.
But you know, like, as much as I want you to appreciate and reflect on all the homages that you've been able to be a part of, I also want to, you know, dive into the person of you, bro, because, you know, your music, bro, just you're adding those elements to those songs. All of them. You're featured, you're doing vocals, you're composing, like all of that within one, bro. You add that. But I feel like you are on the cusp.
Yeah, I just found out.
Hitting the Billboard.
Go ahead, my bad.
No, it's good. Yeah. I'm saying, like, you hitting the billboards, bro. Like, you knocking on the door, bro, and guess what? They're answering. And you putting out the talent, bro. You adding elements where now it's like, I want a bigger element from you. And
I appreciate that, man. It's coming, man. It's more to come. I know I'm gonna get on the Billboard. I know God got that in store for me. I know he got that in store for me. I know, so I'm not really tripping. You know, I'm just waiting on God. Like, I'm waiting on God to, boom, here it is for you, bro. So, you know what I mean? I gotta just, I think I just gotta stay focused, man. That's the biggest thing for me.
Stay on.
Yes, stay on the road. Stay focused. Don't get too caught up in the other stuff.
For real. Speaking of the road, bro, I've seen you been on some tours, bro. What's you know, give me one quick tour story where you feel like it was the best thing ever.
Well, on the Eric Bellinger tour, it was super cool because he basically every show, which I've never seen an artist do ever in my life, he bring out all the artists first. So he bring out all the artists first, and we do a song together. So it was like super crazy. Like, dang, this dude on his own tour bringing out everybody first like that. That's deep. So that was like the story. I mean, and then besides that, you know, I mean, we drove everywhere. So some people thought they seen Eric Big Bus rapped with the Eric album. They're like, dang, you living life. I'm like, you know what I mean? It was some shows it took us 22 hours to get to Texas. So it was some shows we had to literally leave right after the show and be on the way to the next city because we just rented a Dodge Caravan, you feel me? I was a driver too, so I drove around America 2.5 times, bro.
That's called hungry and humble. Everything you told me, bro, is you're hungry and humble. Every time. That's crazy. He said, I drove too. How many people you know that's been on a tour that's really doing it and is a real act and they are literally driving on the leg, like after they get done performing? You sweated, you tired, you took your shower, like I don't even get a chance to check into the hotel like everybody else. We gotta get to the next spot.
Some cities we didn't do hotels, we just dipped out. One city I met these dudes at this barbershop in Denver called Barbershop Uncut, and they got me a hotel. We were supposed to leave from Denver back to LA straight after that night. It was like we all going. I'm like, yeah, we about to hit LA, man. It's like, nah, man, have some drinks, man. They got us like a section at the table, a table at this section in some club, and it's like, yeah, I got hotel credits, man. Just go downtown and Hyatt, put us in like a little suite. Oh. Just off of all love, you know what I'm saying? Just off of my energy, they was like, we really rock with you, man. You super, you know what I mean? Humble or whatever. And like, I'm just like, that's, you know what I mean? But stuff like that happen on tour all the time. You just getting gifts and people thinking this and feeling that. But one thing that nobody knows, I was driving, bro. I was doing 7-hour blocks, just gassing, you know what I mean? Like me. After the show, one time I still had on my leather jacket after the show, pulling out, whipping. Some of the fans seeing me, like, I'm like, I don't even care. Like, man. I don't even refer to them as fans, I refer to them as supporters, but
real talk.
Regardless, they were seeing me and they was just, I could tell at that moment, it was this one young dude, probably like 17, at an all Asian show in what city was that? I think it was Philly. He seen me pull out, and he was just like, "Oh, that's him." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the same dude that was before. I could just read that he was like, "Dang, he driving." Like, that was, you know, I wasn't really just telling everybody that. I wasn't trying to get like, "Man, bro, you be grinding." Like, I wasn't trying to get that type of look. But if somebody asks, I'm gonna tell it. Like, that's part of the story. Every tour I've been on, I've drove everywhere, and we used the Dodge Caravan for every tour. For the Jeep Perigo tour, we used a Honda Odyssey. So let me take that back.
All right, so since we're talking about tours and being on the road, I ask all my guests this next question. It's a part of my awareness segment. And essentially, I just want, you know, the youngsters to be out there aware of what to do in these situations because, you feel me, we're still standing, we're still blessed, and we're not sitting, we're not 6 feet under. So when was the last time you were pulled over?
Maybe like 2 months.
Shit, what happened?
What happened? I don't know. I got pulled over so many times. Like, I don't even know which one.
Just, bro, actually, give me the one that sticks out the most. Like a stain. Because
well, I could tell you 3 months ago, I was with my boy William in Hollywood. I live in Hollywood. And he was going to meet up with some dude that he know that lived close by my crib. And he just like, yo, I'm with you. I'm on. Just holler at you real quick. So take a ride with me. About to pick up some stuff. And then I just drop you back off. He went to holler at me. We got pulled over 3 times back to back. I guess something was going on in Hollywood. Got pulled over, handcuffed. They let us go. We turned, we went straight, made a left, got pulled over again, handcuffed. Same dudes who pulled us over the first time, drove by us. We like let them know, let them know we straight. Then we was like, man, forget this. We're not even gonna go to your homeboy house. We need to just go back home. So he's taking me home, only 2 blocks away. So we spanning 2 blocks. We got pulled over going one way. We turning around. We get pulled over again, handcuffed again. This time they just waited for like an hour. I think it was something. They gave us some law where you can't keep us detained for over a certain amount of time or something like that. But
so, bro, was y'all like fit in the description, or was they just blurping y'all because y'all was just out rolling and they
bro,
was?
We was just 2 black dudes in a Mercedes Benz. That's it.
Damn.
That's literally all it was.
And they ain't had nothing to do except for fuck with y'all.
Go through our car as much as they could.
Bro, all they looking is for guns and drugs, man. And I ain't talking about no tree. They looking for the real shit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but it just, I don't know, man. You can't be frisky niggas.
Yeah, bro. Like, they don't have it like they do in New York. They passed a law where they can't be doing that no more. Versus in LA, they
in New York.
You said you lived in New York?
Yeah, for a year, and I got rolled up on like some gangbangers, like cops out there, like it was like gangbang. I lived in 2015. They pulled up on me, like didn't have no badge, no nothing. Like I'm over here, like who is you, Nick? Like who is you? Like it's like what? Keep walking, like get on the gate. Like no, like, I don't know who you is. Like bro, who is you talking to? So I spread up. He show his badge. Like oh my gosh. What the heck going on, bro? And my New York homie was telling me like, nah, bro, that's legal out here. Like they don't gotta ask questions. They could just, you fit the description. Like, I was just walking to the deli to go get me a bacon, egg, and cheese, and niggas pushed me against the gate. I mean,
damn.
Yeah, I don't know what happened like that out there. But
I ain't been to New York, bruh. Like, I've lived in LA. I lived off of 104th and Broadway. Like,
oh yeah, you know, bro.
They jump out boys. They 4 blocks away, you feel me? And they jump out and you could be sitting there doing nothing. And they just want some action. So they want to see your reaction. And boom, now you in some shit.
Right.
But you know, through it all, bro, you was able to still be a respectable citizen and get through the process and get out the process. Anything you leave for the youngsters on what they could do, like in these situations?
I'm not like I'm like in between Martin and Malcolm, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say inflict violence, but don't get bullied. You know what I'm saying? Like I know my rights. So learn your rights. That's one thing. Get educated. I know my rights. I don't know all of them per se, but I know like the basic ones where like I get to have a conversation with a cop and he gonna know like, okay, like he's not just the average black dude who just getting pulled over and bothered right now. Like he has a little bit of knowledge. So learn your rights. 2, just be quiet, bro. You got the right to remain silent. So anytime you get contact with them, besides yes, no, okay, no sir. I need to take my own advice though. I need to take my own advice and just not talk as much. Sometimes I just be like, man, bro, like you got the wrong dude. Somebody really going through a real situation and you pulling me over, man. I'm on the way to the studio where I'll be really telling the cop like, you're tripping, man. Getting popped on right now where I'm from, and you over here in Hollywood messing with me like I ain't worked this hard to get out of where I'm from. So what you?
Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this because we went from a little bit of history, then we went to the serious part. Now I'm gonna get to the fun part of my show.
Yeah.
So I do a segment called Trading Places. Back in the day, Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
Or most recently, they think of Freaky Friday. All the youngsters be like, oh, you talking about Freaky Friday? And I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, same thing, same concept, waking up in a different body. So I got Donald Glover, Childish Gambino, Albert Einstein, and Albert Einstein Trading Places. Let me run this again. My bad. My kids broke through the door, and I was saying this at the same time.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
So yeah, Trading Places. I got Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, trading places with Albert Einstein. So the question number 1 is, will it work? And question number 2, what would life be like with that change?
For which one? Is it Donald Glover now? Or is it
Donald Glover, you feel me? Or Childish Gambino, he the same person. He trades places with Albert Einstein. Now we got Childish Gambino, Donald Glover in Einstein body figuring out all this incredible science stuff, E equals M squared and all that fun. And then we got Albert
we're gonna have a bunch of complicated, deep-rooted scientific songs. It's gonna be dope. They're gonna be dope, though. It's gonna be like some pi equals don't die. I see it in your eyes. I times X equals. No, man. He gonna do something stupid. Then you got. He gonna be a great actor because Albert Einstein looked crazy. So imagine Gambino's acting skills with Einstein's look. That's like probably one of the biggest actors you probably see in our time, because no actor out here right now besides Johnny Depp in a couple of movies look like Albert Einstein on a regular. So
I like how you did that.
it'll be one of the greatest actors and one of the most entertaining singers. Like, to look at Albert Einstein as a musician would be crazy.
Now, how you feel about Childish Gambino going back and changing the whole world, but doing it as a brother, and embracing everything? Like, do you think they'll give him the same credit, or do you think it'd be like how they do the?
Nah, they won't give him the same credit. Nah, because it's already thousands and thousands and millions of Einsteins already that's brothers, and they was overlooked. Half of the people they say invented stuff was not the forefront of it. You know what I mean? There was a brother behind it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things are just misconstrued, you know what I mean, when it comes to inventing and credit, and you know what I mean?
Right, because the record wasn't really there.
That's how it's supposed to be, because that's how they designed it for us. And you know, it's nothing wrong with it, because at the end of the day, you're gonna fight or flight. You know what I'm saying? I forgot where I got that from, but it was fight or flight, meaning like, are you gonna stay there and go through it, or are you gonna just take off? So I'm fighting through it. I'm fighting through it to change it. I'm fighting through it to make way for the people 100 years from now. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing about timeless music. There's 2 things you can do. You can be on wax, making music, or you could be on the film, lasting forever. Because no matter what comes to things, your highlights on YouTube's gonna be around forever. So
right.
That's gonna be on there forever. Your music, Apple Music, Spotify, all these different streaming outlets, they're gonna be around forever. So your music's gonna last. You feel me? It's gonna be timeless. It's gonna continue to last the test of time. All right. I got my next segment. It's called Impulse Q&A. And pretty much I got questions. I got like a deck of cards, and we randomly select 3 of them. And then we ask you these questions. And the whole idea is to give me impulse answers. Whatever in your mind.
Got you.
Question number 1. What things do you do every day that you wish could be automated?
True. Dang, I don't know. But I don't know.
I know. Yeah, but see, I was gonna say, for me, bro, I wish like cooking was automated. Like,
yeah,
you cook in the future, and you press a button, throw it in the microwave, and it's cooked like a whole meal.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So we on the same page. Like, something about eating, like whether it's or it's got to be cooking, because it's got to be like that instant. Like, I'm hungry. Boom.
Bro, that or traffic, bro. If we could like snap our fingers and teleport to another place without having to deal with traffic.
Yeah, exactly. That'll be. Dang, but then some people get stuck in cyberspace because if everybody trying to go to the same, some people gotta wait their turn. They be just floating in cyberspace, waiting to get to their little region.
Oh shit, they gonna be lost in the what is it called?
And what?
Pretty much, bro. They gonna be like in Wreck-It Ralph or something, bro. Question number 2: do you have any superstitions?
Superstition mean like if you do this every time, that's how I win or something, right?
Yeah.
I'll be playing 2K, and you know, like the configuration of 2K and all that. So when I'm online, if you press the up arrow, it show your stats like in the corner of the screen or something. If you press the up arrow on the PS4. So I noticed I'm in this current superstition. It's my only one. Every time I show my stats and I see how people's progression during the game. So if I see LeBron got 6 points and I can see that all on the side of the screen, I win all the time. So now I'll be like making sure I show my points every time. Just be like monitoring it, you know what I'm saying? Because it helped me win. Right now online, I'm like 84 and 52. Which it ain't bad, it ain't good, it ain't bad.
Shit, bro, if you was a head coach, you looking good. You getting your job back next year.
Yeah, facts.
Question number 3.
Yeah.
My last one of these random Q&As. I feel like this shit is like, it's hella good because it's spontaneous and it takes away from my way of thinking and it allows somebody else's thinking to, you feel me, put these questions out and they're good.
Yeah.
They just don't pay me, so I don't say the name of it, you feel me?
I feel you.
What's the cheesiest movie moment or line you could think of?
Cheesiest? I don't know, but one of the funniest that was like real corny was when Devo beat up old boy, and then he's like, he asked his dad, "You want some of this, old man?" He's like, "No." That was cheesy, but it was so funny. Like, it was like, yo, that dad is corny, but that was some real, like, I don't know. It was just corny, but it was so funny.
Hold on, bro. My daughter.
I feel you.
Just give me one quick second.
Yeah, do your thing.
Why are you crying? Daddy's working.
Hey.
It's okay, baby. Daddy's working. I'll be.
Hi.
Daddy's home.
How old is she?
She's 3.
Oh yeah, my daughter is 16 months.
Oh man, so it's still no sleep gang for you. This is my son.
Oh, what up, bro? What's up?
Oh.
Hey, peace time.
Come on, go, baby.
Yeah, no sleep for me, bro.
Yeah. Okay, I will do that, baby. Just right now, let daddy finish working, okay? Thank you. So normally how I work my show is I pull up on you and we, wherever we're located, we at. But since we live, I mean, we not live.
No, I like that, man. I like that, though, man. I like that, though, honestly, bro. More interviews should be that open.
Hey, but I gotta give you your flowers. I didn't know you was a father, bro. You're a dedicated dad, bro. I take my hat off to you, bro, because it's not easy.
Yeah. I don't go around saying it. You know, wherever this lands, I don't mind. Like the world don't know if that makes sense, but
I feel you. If you want me to omit this, bro, I cut it out.
Nah, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I just don't care.
I feel you, bro.
It's like it's gonna come out eventually. I like to make, like, my point is if I'm gonna get my family involved with what I do, because people talk crazy, people act crazy in this industry, so I can handle all that. I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? Don't talk about my family, don't blah, blah, blah. I can't really do nothing to you, so it ain't even that deep. Like, don't say nothing about my family. It's not that deep, but it's just like, I'd rather prevent it from happening. But if I'm gonna put my family in this, I'm gonna attach them to the brand, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna brand it. Like, I'm gonna wait till I'm big enough to where everybody like you so dope as an artist to now on the brand that I'm also a father. So now I need Old Navy kids to hit me up. You feel me? We gonna make some bread off it. It ain't gonna just be like, hey, everybody know my business. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna know my business as a world, as a society, we gonna do business. You know what I'm saying?
Really. I look up to Big Rich. I don't know if you know who he is, but he an OG from Frisco. He rapper.
Yeah,
he an activist now, and he takes his children out and they do events. And now his deal with Forever 21, 7 figures. And I ain't trying to put business out there, but it's a family thing, and that's what made the family deal so big. And you know, changed his lives.
Exactly.
So no, I respect what you're saying, bro, because that makes all the sense in the world. If you're gonna put something out there, you might as well put some equity behind it, because that's the value.
Yeah, and my daughter she don't deserve Instagram. I mean, Instagram don't deserve her. That's what I mean.
That part.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? It's just like I be careful. She out there, she on the radar, but it's just not this whole like, hey, look at my daughter, everybody. It's like, if you my family, if you close, if I feel comfortable in this instance, then you feel me? Your kids just walked the room. That just, you know, immediately made me think of my daughter. I didn't think of nothing else. I didn't think of, dang, bro, this dude got kids while we interview. I didn't think of what you know what I'm saying? My mind automatically went to like, oh, look at the baby girl crying to her daddy because she, you know what I mean? That's how I was thinking.
Bro, that's love, bro. I appreciate that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Some of these, I ain't gonna talk about some of these people and some of the incidents, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People, some, you know what I mean? So a lot of people self-centered, don't even know it. You know, you can't even blame them because that's just how the world teaches you to be, in a sense. Think about yourself. But I mean, hey, man, all power to you as a father too, bro.
Hey, that's love. So, bro, what are you most excited for coming up? I know that you got the new Normals out. We got slaps on there. Actually, bro, they more timeless records. I call all music slaps if I like it, but the reality is, bro, them is timeless records. Like, timeless. Yo Soul, bro, I love that sound, bro. And it's not that auto-tune heavy, that other, it's real sounds.
Exactly.
So, no, I appreciate that. So, what are you most excited for coming up?
Man, appreciate you for appreciating it. Well, so the album dropped. I do want people to marinate in it, but by default, they're not. And it's quarantine time, so it's just not gonna happen. But basically, I got features lined up. So Eric Bellinger, Ye Ali, Syar is a Kid, DeMar Jackson, Jacob Lattimore, Algie Smith. These are all like respectable people in their own fields. And then I'm releasing videos with my cousin Brody Brown. He produced every record on 24 Karat Magic. He's 7-time Grammy Award winning producer and composer.
Yeah, Bruno Mars, yes sir.
Yeah, Bruno Mars. So I do
research on bruh.
Oh yeah. He's out of there. He produced Grenade. He produced Young, Wild and Free. He went diamond with Adele. Wow. He did everything, bro. He did 7 years with what was his name? I don't remember, but once I was 7 years old, he did that song. I don't know.
Holmes or something like that. No. I know he's talking about.
It's not Luke, but it's.
Nah, bro, it's good.
Lucas Graham.
Yup, Graham.
So yeah, bro. This dude's out of this world, but I mean, he always reached down every now and again, and he rock with me and just bless me with. You know what I mean? I have. How would I put this? I have probably about $2.5 million worth of music from him. Like, if that makes sense.
Yeah, dude.
Not even like, just what he would make off of what he gave to me would be probably 2.5 million. We're not talking about streaming. We're not talking about revenues. We're talking about what he would charge someone to get the same music I have. You're probably up close to $3 million just because I know what it takes to even get him to walk in the room before he even play an instrument. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's like damn near $250,000 just to do that. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're dealing with a high caliber. I'm trying to get people to realize how valuable this dude is.
Nah, bro, shit. The proof is in the pudding. All you gotta do is research the name.
And he came up under the same wing I came up when I was telling you my childhood, how we couldn't go outside sometimes. We had to go to church and learn instruments. He was right there with me too. We was in a gospel group and we toured around the state, the city. Sometimes we'd go to different states, but mostly it was in California. We was going to Gilroy, San Francisco, Oakland. Like, we was doing churches and all over the state singing. You know what I mean? So it was like a boy band, but it was gospel. So it was like, it was different.
No, that's dope. That's dope. So, bruh, before I close out, I always flip this on my guests. It's, you know, if you notice, this show's pretty unique. There's things that people don't do on this show that I do. And here's the last part. Yeah. You got any questions for me?
I don't know, man. What made you start doing the interviewing thing? Because I know you DJ too, right?
Yeah, I do a little bit of DJing. Shoot, I really work behind the scenes. I A&R really, like, and then I'm an assistant to Marvin Gaye III.
Oh, okay, crazy.
So that's who I work for, and I mean, I also work for producers and stuff, like, but the whole thing with this podcast, I have all these relationships with all these people, and like, you know, I managed an artist for a long time, and I realized I couldn't bridge the gap between having an artist and my relationships and making them work, because I'm making an entity try to believe the same way I believe, and it wasn't the same thing. And so I realized that people believe in me in all these conversations, and so I'm like, you know what, I need to make this more of like what I do. And so I talked to a couple of people, got told no a whole bunch of times, and then I created my own, and here we are.
Right. Dang, congratulations.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, but shoot, that's the only question I've probably gotten my vault.
Oh no, it's all good, bro. I always catch people off guard with it.
Yeah, you caught me off guard. I would have had to like do a little research on you, see, you know what I mean? Then try to come with the questions. Hearing your Instagram post on December, you were at Disneyland. Why was that?
Because the kids love Disneyland, and I felt like I won something. We went. Can't go to Disney World, but we went to Disneyland.
I can't wait to take my daughter to Disneyland. When do you start doing stuff like that?
Shit, bro. The first time I took my son was at 2.
Yeah, it's like I wanted to, like, man, because I took my daughter to Sweden, right?
Wow.
She don't know nothing though. She ain't know the difference between Sweden and America. I'm gonna have to take her 4 times.
Pictures and memories, bro. Never forget that part. Although they don't remember. See, that's it. That's all you need.
Right.
One thing I did with like my son, I didn't do it with my daughter, but I wish I'd have did it with her at like 2. I first took him to the aquarium, Long Beach Aquarium. Let him see all the big things, and I saw how excited he was, and then that's when I was like, all right, if he's excited for this, he's gonna be excited for something bigger. And next Disneyland.
Yeah, dang, I gotta take my daughter to the aquarium. You're right, I went to the aquarium just as an adult, and I loved it. Like, I was just going like a big kid. Like, I loved it.
It's like, y'all really do this underneath the water?
Y'all just living in the water. Like, it's really SpongeBob in the flesh. Like.
For real. I can see it.
Right.
Yeah. Shout out Bobby D Presents. I appreciate you, brothers. Contrast Uncut Season 2, Episode 11. I got Grammy-nominated Mr. Composer, Mr. Garren, man. I appreciate you, brother, coming on the show.
What up, y'all? This is Garren, all the way from Compton, South Central. I'm rocking with my boy. We on Contrast Uncut. Let's go.
Hey.
Time still ticking though. Big clock, flavor flav. That's a public enemy. They see me coming up. Every verse I'm going flip mode, squad, bust a bus. Feel like pocket, keep your head up. Biggie shooting juicy. Coach is still alive, just let me prove. King, nigga. Everything that you do.